Renaissance fam, Renaissance Cam here back in effect. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to be alerted when these videos drop. I hope everyone's doing well. Me personally, I'm doing just fine, all right? Taking it day by day, you know, no complaints, just living this life. But today, as you can see, we back in the kitchen, so y'all know what that means, all right? I got another banging recipe for y'all to try. Now, today's recipe is actually gonna be a very, very tasty one, okay? It's kind of a joke because we're making cow tongue tasty. All right, whatever. Yeah, we're making a tasty cow tongue dish, no pun intended. Super simple to make. You don't need too many ingredients, all right? It takes a lot of time, you know, if you take the long route, but we're gonna do the short route because we don't have a lot of time, all right? Life is precious. We don't have a lot of time. We're gonna throw this bad boy in a pressure cooker, and I'm gonna show you how we get down, all right? Let's get started. All right, guys, so first things first, we have our cow tongue, all right? Now, I know it looks extremely horrifying, first glance, second glance, third glance. Don't even worry about that, all right? We got some fresh ingredients to pair with it. It's gonna change your life, I'm telling you, all right? So first things first, we're gonna take an onion. We can use white onion. This is a white onion, of course, but you can use white onion, yellow onion, red onion, whatever you have. We're gonna chop that in half, throw that in our pot, all right? Next thing, we got some garlic, all right? One entire bulb of garlic. We're gonna cut that in half as well. Leave all the film on. All that stuff is not gonna stick to anything. Just throw that in there and we're gonna get busy, all right? Next, we got a jalapeno, all right? Cut that in half, leave the seeds in. It's not gonna be too spicy, trust me, all right? Next, we got some cilantro. And this is basically the foundation for our cow tongue. As you can see, he's going in there, you know, I'm starting to have questions about this. Why am I doing this? But it is what it is, all right? It's gonna be delicious, trust me, all right? So we're gonna go in with our onion, our garlic, our jalapenos. We're gonna go in with our Guajillo chilies, all right? These are dried chilies. They add a exceptional flavor to this dish, okay? Next, we're gonna add in some of that cilantro and then some cloves, all right? Now, cloves, a little goes a long way, so don't overdo it, all right? Next, we got some black peppercorns here. We're gonna sprinkle some of those in as well, and then we're gonna hit it with some salt. So I want y'all to be exceptionally generous with the salt, okay? This is a very thick cut of meat. I'm pretty sure this cow probably had a lisp in his past life, but whatever. Go in with some bay leaves as well, about 4 bay leaves, and then we're gonna cover this with some beef broth. Next, we're gonna go in with the juice of 1 lime, all right? Just cut it in half, squeeze as much of that juice out as you can. You know, this is gonna give some nice, you know, citrus flavor to this dish. So this is what we're working with right here, all right? We're gonna take this, we're gonna cover it, and we're gonna put our Instant Pot on pressure cook for about 35 minutes, all right? This depends on how tender you want it. 35 minutes was perfect for me. You know, it still had some firmness and it wasn't just like falling apart, which is what I kind of wanted. I wanted to have some type of integrity to it. So yeah. Next, we're gonna just start, you know, cutting up our trimmings and our, you know, toppings for our tacos, okay? So right here, I'm going in with some radishes. Not a lot of people like radish, all right? It's extremely bitter, but it does pair well with tacos, okay? Depends on your palate. Next, we're gonna go in with some more of those onions. These are gonna be a nice topping. You have to have onions and cilantro as toppings for like street-like tacos. So yeah, we're going in with some onions, and then we're gonna go in with some cilantro as well. So with the cilantro, I usually just like to cut it up, you know, roughly. I don't, you know, try to perfect this, just give it a nice rough chop. This is gonna go really nice on top of our tacos and also make them look pretty, all right? Presentation is key. You gotta have something that looks good. Otherwise, nobody's gonna wanna eat it. So once our tongue is done, what we're gonna wanna do is release all of that steam out of our Instant Pot, all right? The lid won't come off if you don't release that steam. So release the steam, take it out, and as you can see, everything is softened up real nicely. And the first thing that we're gonna wanna do is remove all of the trimmings and stuff, all of our peppers, all of our onions, the cilantro. We want to isolate that tongue, you know. God, I hate saying I've said tongue like 40 times so far, and it's like, it makes me cringe every time. But look how disgusting this looks, all right? It looks terrible. It looks horrifying still. It looks worse than when it went in. But trust me, it's gonna get better. God, that looks awful. But trust me, it's gonna get better. All right, we're gonna start chopping this up. So what I want y'all to do, find the biggest, meat cleaver or, any type of knife. All right, the actual this is the membrane right here. You have to take this membrane off or you're gonna be highly disappointed. All right, this part right here is not edible. Okay, give it to a dog or something. I don't know, but don't eat that. Okay, that's what he's been licking on his whole life. Don't eat that part. All right, so take that membrane off. It's starting to look better now with that membrane off, but it still looks terrible. So we're gonna take our meat cleaver and we're gonna start chopping it up. Okay, as you can see, very, very firm. It's starting to look better. It almost looks like, roast beef to a point, to an extent. But yes, now you can see we're starting to look like something. All right, that terrifying tongue thing that was in the pot a few minutes ago, it's not that anymore. All right, this looks like some really tender meat. Okay, so now it's time to make the star of the show shine. Okay, this is what we gotta do now. We're gonna heat this stove up and we're gonna heat us a nice pan up, a nice size skillet. We're gonna hit that with some olive oil, any type of oil you got, and we're gonna put some color on this thing. All right, some color and some flavor, even more flavor than it already has. All right, we flavored the interior part of the meat, but now we're gonna flavor that exterior and put some nice caramelization on it and some nice color. So what I want y'all to do now is get your favorite taco seasoning and season your meat. Okay, this is gonna help get some nice color on that. Make sure that pan is on about a medium heat, and you should be good. All right, we're gonna get some nice color on this thing, and it's gonna be so amazing for these tacos we're about to prepare. So next we're gonna go in with our tortillas. Okay, these are white corn tortillas. You can use yellow corn. I would not recommend using flour tortillas. That is not what we do around here. Okay, so I'm gonna add some shredded queso fresco on top of these tortillas, and this is gonna serve as our base for our tongue, or whatever you want to call it. Tongue, cow tongue meat, whatever you want to call it. But as you can see, this is starting to look official, like a referee with a whistle. Just take you a few spoonfuls of your cow tongue and spread it around on your tortillas, all right? Right on top. It's gonna help that cheese melt. And then we're gonna transfer these over to a plate and get ready to plate these bad boys, all right? It's time to eat, all right? We didn't got through the disgusting part. It's time to enjoy the fruits of our labor. Let's make this real pretty, all right? I'm gonna take y'all through step by step on how we make this, eye candy to the individual who you about to serve this to, all right? All right, so first things first, we want to put all of these bad boys on a plate, pair it with some lime. There's my radishes right there. I don't know if I'm gonna actually eat those, probably not, but they do make it look pretty, you gotta admit. All right, next we're gonna go in with a couple spoonfuls of our onions, those white onions. These add just another element of texture and flavor to this dish. Then we're gonna go in with our major cilantro, all right? Now the cilantro serves more than just flavor, you know what I'm saying? It actually serves as those looks, that eye candy that I was talking about, all right? It just makes it pop so much more. All right, next we're gonna go in with that lime. And then this right here is some homemade jalapeno hot sauce that I made from the jalapenos I grew in my garden. I'm so proud of myself, y'all. I swear to God, I'm so proud. And this stuff is amazing too. I added so much stuff that I will not tell y'all because it's a secret. But as you can see, we put that on the turntable and it is looking fire, all right? I don't care what y'all say. That garbage that I put into that pot earlier, it's different now, all right? We are on a whole nother level than we were before, okay? I think I'm gonna call this dish right here night and day because we've come a long way, all right? This is beautiful. Let's eat. All right, guys, y'all know the drill. Food is done, we put in the hard work, time to taste it. Let's get to it. Listen guys, these right here, out of this world, okay? The tongue has its own like essence to it, all right? You can't really compare it to any other type of cut on the animal, all right? It's got its own like structure to it. It's super tender, it's super beefy, if that makes any sense. Like it's just so much more, it's not gamey, but it's like, okay, I'm eating something a little bit different. The flavor is incredible, all right? All the stuff we boiled this stuff in, all the stuff we pressure cooked this stuff into, the Guajillo chilies, the garlic, the onion, the cloves, everything. It all made this next level. I posted somewhat of a preview on my Instagram story, and people were like giving me all types of hell on this. But I'm telling you, it's just so much more to this than just being a cow's tongue, all right? There's so much flavor in this, guys. I'm gonna finish this whole plate. I might finish this whole plate while I'm sitting here talking to y'all. The tongue itself looks extremely scary, you know, until I get it chopped up, it looks horrifying. But once it's chopped up, and then you saute it a little bit, get some color on it in the skillet, it looks exactly like carne asada almost. But it's not. It's got its own, I'm telling you, it has its own essence, and it's nothing like I've ever tasted. So I highly encourage y'all to try this, all right? It was super simple. I didn't need but just the Instant Pot for real. It was just a bunch of dump and go, turn the thing on, let it roll, all right? Take it out, cut that, you gotta cut that membrane off. If you don't cut that membrane off, you will be highly disappointed. But yeah, with that being said, you guys, I highly encourage y'all to, you know, step outside the box and try this, all right? It may be for you, it may not be for you, but anybody who likes beef is gonna love this, okay? Anybody. But anyways, guys, I appreciate y'all for watching this video. If y'all enjoyed watching this video, if you learned something, please leave a like. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and make sure you hit that notification bell, all right? That's gonna alert you every time I drop a video, all right? I'm kind of on a roll, all right? This is like my second video in 2 weeks, so I feel like I'm starting to pick up the pace. So make sure y'all tune in. Make sure if y'all don't follow me on my other platforms, go ahead and follow me. I'm gonna leave them right here. You know, it's Renaissance Cam on everything. Instagram, TikTok. I don't really use Twitter as much as I should, but it is what it is. You can't, you know, consume all this social media in one setting, all right? You gotta kind of break it up. So Instagram, TikTok, Renaissance Cam, yeah, y'all go over there, check those out. It's fun stuff, you know, mostly all reels, but you'll learn something and it'll probably make you feel good if you're lucky. But yeah, guys, I'll see y'all next time. Y'all keep on learning, and I'm out.